Who are we running with?
The Lions.
Lithuania's Jurij had his first rehearsal of Run with the Lions today. Should we talk about it?
Let's do
this. And of course, you can find lions across the world, much like maybe your ancestry. Find out with MyHeritage DNA. So guys, I think that was exactly the same as what we saw at Eurovision pretty much. It's very hard to kind of say what was different other than the fact there weren't as many on-screen graphics as we saw at Tranka. Did you, I don't know. I don't know whether I can really offer that much more other than he looks good, he sings really, really well, and you know, he's very camera friendly, but I don't know whether that's really enough. It was pretty much exactly the same. The lighting, all the effects are kind of ported over. Obviously that was enough for him to win in Lithuania, but I don't know. Angus, what did you think?
I actually tend to disagree on almost all fronts, I have to say. My takeaway from the national final performance, and maybe because it's been so many months since I saw it, my memory is eluding me, but you'll read this in the review that's about to go live on wiwibloggs.com.
Probably is live by the time this is on.
I actually took a huge amount of warmth from this performance. I think the problem for me at the national final was it was dark and moody, and the only warmth from the performance was Jurij himself. He's got a fantastic face, lovely voice, and sings the Radio Ready song, but the production really wasn't there, and there were on-screen graphics that made no sense, didn't really do anything for me. However, now there is light and warmth on the stage. It's very Robin Bengtsson Melody Festival in 2016. If you saw the Constellation Prize performance, there are all these pulsing, kind of warm, not cool white lights, warm white lights that appear. There's various different effects that appear on the screen, and there are some really nice close-up shots of him that really communicate warmth. He radiates that energy outwards from the performance, and I think it gives the song some life where perhaps it was kind of more somber previously. I do take the point that there's not necessarily kind of the spectacular moment that we keep talking and referencing about happening. However, I do think this was warm and much better than the national final. I think there are some really nice kind of camera angles and shots. I think they've done more of this, and actually losing the on-screen graphics is not a problem for me, because previously I thought they made no sense, which is kind of random and there for the sake of it. Vis-a-vis qualification, Lithuania is always such a hard one to predict. They have a massive diaspora, which in various years comes to their aid, in various years doesn't. But I also think this is actually a Radio Ready song. Admittedly, we're in a sausage fest year where we have more male solo singers than previously, and therefore you have to presume...
high notes though, like the lady.
He nailed the falsetto. I actually think the performance is different to the national final. It's lighter, it's brighter, it's more carefree. It's a lovely warm moment. The question really is whether that's going to be enough and how it will appeal.
So you all know I am always late to the game. I am not going to reference the national final. So I think that this artist himself, whose name I will not try to pronounce, actually I'm just going to call him Jay. I think that Jay has an angelic face. It's kind of a mix to me of Justin Timberlake and Luke Bryan together. He has beautiful eyes and great connection with the audience. He draws you in. The one thing that was really missing for me was the lions. You all know I am a cat person. I like big cats, I like small cats, I like wild cats, I like domestic cats. I like anything that is cat related. Where the hell were the lions, y'all? But this whole reference to lions, the lion is the king of the beasts. The lion is a symbol of courage, and he talks about running with the lions, letting the fear go, just loving, being uncaged. And the lioness is mother-like. The lioness is a protector, so he's got to pull her out a little bit. But what I see is a beautiful king singing to his queen about their love.
It's realness.
It's heartwarming, it's touching. He is he's just so pleasant to listen to, just so pleasant to look at. I don't know that it's going to qualify based on, Angus's Sausage Fest comment. There are a lot of great songs. There are a lot of male singers. I personally can relate to this. I like it. I really just want to see more in the staging, and that more for me is the lions. So
we call him Jay, we call him Jury Juice, we call him Yuri, you call him whatever we want.
Poor guy.
But actually, to be fair, the jury do think, I think this is a very jury-friendly song, actually. And I think some of my comments, I will say, I think...
Kindness is magic, Chris.
No, and that's like...
Just kidding.
I'm very aware that
Not
because...
on this YouTube channel.
Yeah,
girl.
certainly not from me. I will say, because it's something that I've seen before, maybe I'm not as enthusiastic about it as I would be with other performances. It just feels like it hasn't wowed me. But maybe for somebody that sees it for the first time, he is so good and he's such a good leading man that actually that might just help him squeak through. Again, it's going to be one of those ones where I don't see it a comfortable qualifier, but I wouldn't be unhappy as well if this did make it through. And we do have to remember, Lithuania always gets very high points from the UK and Irish televote because of that diaspora, and that's probably a guaranteed 20 points, which might be 20 more points than some other songs get.
Yeah, and well, like, I don't think it's just the diaspora. I think this definitely has a franchise. I mean, in a very similar way to Estonia in semi-final one, there are a lot of loud and bombastic tracks around this one. However, if you think about the broadness of the franchise, Radio Ready Hits work. He's a compelling front man. It just needs perhaps there are some projections that are actually quite nice behind him. Not quite Ieva Zaizamakutse.
Zasmaskaite.
Yeah, I might have just butchered her last name. I'm so sorry. Anyway, the point is, she had some lovely projection moments.
Yeah.
He has moments behind the screen where there's a couple projected at one moment. Perhaps if they build on this, it will add something to it.
The orange and yellow is great. I just want to see real lions.
Well, that's what we think.
What
do you think? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the like button, comment so we know if you'd like to run with the Lions, and hit the notification bell, please.
Don't forget to tune in to WeWe We are live streaming every rehearsal, every performance. We're here for you. Chris, isn't there one more thing you want to mention?
There is. Make sure to order your MyHeritage DNA kit with code ESCWeWe for free shipping. Is it WeWe ESC?
ESCWeWe.
ESCWeWe. It's in the description box. Follow everything down there. We will see you later. Bye.